Hey guys, let's work on our double strokes today. The first thing I want you to realize, when you want to play a roll on the drums, be it the drum set, be it a practice pad, be it a snare drum, anything, to get a nice double stroke, it's not hard. It's the easiest thing you can do, right? Actually, if you think it's hard, I want you to just do me a favor. Just take a deep breath. Just want you to just relax. Realize it's not hard to do. You're just throwing the stick down once and see that? You don't see me going like this, right? You see me just going like this, right? Now, how does that happen? I'm relaxed, right? Now, there's a lot of great videos out there. I don't want to disparage any other teachers that are out there. I want you to keep following everybody else because there's a lot of great information here on YouTube. So definitely, please follow. There's a lot of great teachers out there. I could spend all day just naming people, but there's a lot of great videos. So I want you to keep following them. But I want you to be able to just get those sticks to bounce, right? And you want to be able to get them to bounce at all heights, right? Low, high, whatever, right? So where do we start? If you're having problems getting those sticks to bounce at all, look no further than what your actual hand is doing, right? So if you're kind of like this here, you're too tight, right? Most likely you're holding a stick too tight with your back fingers. Back fingers being your ring finger and your pinky finger. You're kind of you got a death grip going here. So why does that happen? Why does that happen? Why do we hold, especially beginners? I'm speaking primarily to beginners or anyone having trouble playing a roll. So what happens when you first start playing the drums? I mean, if you're like 1 week in, 1 month in, even like 1 year in, say even if you're 15 years old, let's say you're 15 years old and you've been playing the drums for 1 year and you still can't play a roll, right? And you're like this. No matter what anybody tells you, no matter what video you watch, you're still like this, right? What's going on is you're too tight back here. Why are you too tight back here? If you're 15 and you're only 1 year in, you have 1 year on the drums, but 14 years of doing this. Do this. Do me a favor. Make a fist. Make a fist with your hand, right? Squeeze as tight as you can, right? What do you notice right away? That pressure is coming from back here. Notice it's coming from the back of your hand more than it is up front, right? So you see someone playing the drums, playing the beat or something in any environment, you're naturally going to pick up a pair of sticks and just start gripping right there. You're gonna squeeze in the back, right? Because that's the way you handle any grip. You handle the grip for anything in the rest of life, right? Right? And if we're just focusing on what the sticks are doing, you see the stick going up and down, and you're wondering why can't I get a double, right? So here's what I want you to do. Let me meet you where you are, right? I want to teach you this backwards. Actually, take a stick and hold it as tight as you can, right? That sounds like the worst advice you could ever have, right? But take a stick, hold it as tight as you can, and force it into the drum, right? I know that sounds stupid. Just bear with me, right? You got to watch the whole video to get this, right? Right? I mean, this is awful. We're not going to stay like this for long, right? But you notice, right? The pressure is coming from the back of your hand, right? It's coming from the back, right? Now, do this for me, right? I want you to let go of the stick for a second. Make a fist again. Squeeze tight. Now, do this for me. Loosen up back here. Loosen up back here. Still keep this kind of firm. Your index finger, your thumb. Even for now, just, I know there's 1,000 ways to hold the sticks, all that stuff. But right now, let's keep this closed, right? Thumb, index finger, middle finger, kind of together. Let's even keep it tight. Let's keep all that tight, right? Let's clamp down on that stick. We're still going to be tight here, but let's loosen this up, okay? All right. I'm still getting this awful sound, right? This dead stroke, right? Now, watch what happens when I just release just a little bit, right? If I just, see, look. I release just a little bit. You're going to hear the sound change, right? Right now, I'm nice and tight. Now I'm going to loosen up and relax a little bit. Listen. Now I'm going to loosen up a little bit more, just a little bit more. Watch what happens. Now that's just me moving my wrist, just my wrist, and I'm holding the stick kind of strict up in here. I'm not really clamping down on the back. I'm just, see, for now, right? Just to prove a point, right? Right, let's do it again. Let's be as tight as possible. Whole hand tight. Awful sound, right? Now let's loosen up a little bit in the back. Still be tight up here. Now we're going to start loosening up. Watch how the sound changes. Same stroke. I'm going to loosen up even more. Right? That's what you call a wrist stroke, right? I'm not even doing a full stroke yet. I'm just doing a partial stroke, right? You're probably going to learn faster to do a double stroke if you just at this point too. That's another thing. I mean, a lot of videos correctly they show you to play, full stroke like this, right? And that's good. That's good. I want you need to know how to do that, right? You spend most of your time doing that anyway. But for now, let's just do a partial stroke. Let's just play down here, right? All right, let's grip it real tight. Sounds awful. Focus your technique up in here for now. Let's not use the back fingers as much, but don't go like this, right? Just keep them on there. Now let's start to loosen up. Relax. Relax even more. Keep the grip strict, though. There's your double stroke, right? Your beginning double stroke. There's a lot more to work on with this, but that's just to show you, right? It's the positioning of the way you handle the pressure in your hand. And this is just a partial stroke. I just want to get you started. All right, there's that. Same thing in the other, okay, I'll play match grip. Same thing in the other hand. Let's go left. Everything tight. Sounds awful, right? Just use your wrist. Now loosen up back here. Let's still keep the front kind of strict. Still sounds awful. Now let's start to loosen up. Let's relax. See that? Okay, so that's that's a good way to start playing the double stroke. Let's take turns. Let's go right to left, right? Let's start off tight again, right? All right, now let's loosen up in the back. Not this, but just, okay. Now let's start loosening up everything, but let's still keep a nice form. See, there's a change, right? See? Loosen up a little more. Let's go back to being tight. Now let's just gradually loosen it up. A little looser. See how it changes? All I'm doing is just reducing the pressure in my hand to let the stick vibrate. Now, if I want to make a nice roll, even at a nice low height like this, all I gotta do is just get rid of that space in between the right and the left hand, right? Instead of going like this, going 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now we're gonna go. See, I'll put the space here. Space. Now I'll bring them closer together to get a little bit of a roll. All right. Still not great, but I'm at least getting a rebound. All right. You get that down for a little bit. Okay. So now we're just playing our double strokes from our wrist. Now let's use, instead of going like this, instead of using our wrist as a pivot point. See, here's pivot points, right? Biggest pivot point, shoulder joint, right? You're not going to play like that, right? So pivoting from my shoulder. Now let's pivot from the forearm. Let's go even smaller. Let's pivot from the wrist like we were just doing. Now we're going to pivot from the fingers. And still, let's get tight again. Let's slam that stick into the drum just so you can feel the difference in pressure, right? But now I'm just going like this. See my hand? Just opening up just a little bit. Just a little bit, guys. Just a little bit. Take the stick away. This is what you get. Loosen it up even more. Left hand. Remember, my hands are just going like this, right? So, guys, I'm a traditional grip player, but we'll more on that later. But we'll play match grip for now. Now I got that space in there. See that? I'm just using my fingers. I'm just going bap, 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 bap like that. See, now we got our middle school, elementary school roll going. All right, relax. Remember, see that? When you use your fingers, that'll get you out of getting that uneven sound, that sound. And then now from there, now you can work on getting your roll tighter. Let's still keep it low though. Let's keep it nice and low so we can work on developing our fingers. Look at that. Nice and low. I mean, everybody can play loud. I mean, playing loud is easier. The hard part is playing soft and controlled. Back again. Right? So with the tips in this video, you can probably get about to right here. About right here. Maybe a little bit better. You're about right here, right? With just this video, right? So keep it nice and low so you can work on your finger stroke control, right? Don't, you know, after you get that down, you're going to find when you go back and watch, you know, my later videos that are going to have the full stroke, or other videos that have the full stroke, you're going to have a lot better control of that mechanism. Because when you come down, like if you start off with a full stroke, you're going to be tempted to get tense, right? What happens is you got your hand all the way up here like this, and right before you hit that drum, you clamp down with your back fingers. Because if you're a 15-year-old kid or a 20-year-old drummer, you've been playing for a year. If you're 20 years old, you've been playing for 1 year. The other 19 years, and now in life, you've been opening up doors using the pressure in the back of your hand. You've been shaking people's hands, squeezing in the back fingers like that, right? That's where the pressure is, right? You know, you're watching a hockey game, you're watching a football game, and you say, yeah, like that, yeah, right. The pressure's right there. So we practice in life outside of drums. The pressure is going to come from the back, right? Now, when we play the drums, we're saying, okay, let's relax back here now. Let's bring it up front some. Let's control that, right? Right, so my goal for today, maybe we can get you about right here. In a later video, we're going to work on getting your rolls a lot stronger. We're going to work on full strokes, and we're going to use that double stroke to learn a bunch of other rudiments and other techniques on the drum set, on a pad, whatever. We're going to get you able to control your strokes. We want you to be able to play the way that you want to sound. Hey guys, thanks for staying with me through the whole video. I hope you learned something today. I'd love to learn about you in the comments. Hey, go down in the comments, introduce yourself, maybe tell us where you're from. And if you also have a minute, check down in the description. If you're, if you've been playing for a while, or if you're just curious, if you look in the description, I have a free set of PDFs for playing a drum solo, right? I got a bunch of drum solos in the PDF. You just click down, look below. You're going to it's absolutely free. Music's written out. I even have videos demonstrating how to play these drum solos on the drum set. Nice and simple drum solos just to get you started. So that's my free gift to you. And guys, hey man, have fun with that. Have fun learning how to play these rolls. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out in the comments. And hey, we'll see you back again on the next video. Take care, happy drumming, and have a great rest of the day.